What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon NBA DFS video. It is Sunday. It is November 19th, and we are back. I do apologize. I have not had a video all week. If you can't tell, I'm sick, and my voice was completely gone for most of the week, every morning up until like noon. And by the time I could get a video out, it's probably a little too late during the week. So finally feeling a little bit okay when I wake up, so I wanted to bring you a video. So moving forward, we're going to have videos. I'm very sorry. But again, like I've said in the past, anytime there's no video, go check out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. There's most likely an article. So the article will be there, which is exactly what we're going to talk about. And then all of the other content is on the site as well, under NBA tab, under NFL tab, PGA, whatever sport you're playing, we've probably got you covered. So I did want to bring that to your attention. So anytime you check a video and there's not a video, let's say by noon, go check out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. The article is probably there. That being said, if you have any questions, get those down below. Anytime a video gets at least 50 likes, you leave a comment, you are a subscriber, you have a chance to win a free week of DFS content. Anytime a video gets at least 100 likes, you have a chance to win a free month. 125 likes is a chance to win a free year. And anytime any video of ours get 150 or more likes, you leave a comment, you are a subscriber, you have a chance to win a lifetime pass. So that being said, our last couple of videos have not had 50 likes, so there has not been a winner. I want to give a winner out, so let's get at least 50 likes on this video. Also, come back this week. We've got NFL on Thursday for Thanksgiving. We have an NFL game on Friday. Then we have the normal Sunday, Monday. So it's going to be a little bit different for NFL this week. I will get it all for you. We will be ready. We'll be ready to rock. And I'm going to have a Black Friday special. If anyone has been wondering about FTA Plus, we're going to have a Black Friday special for you. So stick around. Check out our videos this week. Check out our articles this week. We will get it to you. So, as you can tell, my voice is not 100%. I'm out of breath when I try to talk, but I wanted to bring this video to you. If you haven't already, check out the website. The NBA content's there. The NFL content's there. I'm up right after this video. I'm updating the rankings for NFL. Those will be updated probably by the time you watch this video. So that being said, let's check it out. So on the main slate, so we have a couple of early games which we're not going to cover with Vegas or this article. We've got 5 games. We're going to look at these. We're going to look at the over/under. So as you can see, Mavs versus Kings, should be a close game, or it's projected to be a close game. One line, 245.5 over/under. Pretty high over/under there. Then we've got Jazz versus Suns. Suns are 4.5-point favorite, 238.5 over/under. We've got Celtics at the Grizzlies, or Celtics versus Grizzlies. Celtics are 7.5-point favorite, 226.5 over/under. We've got Trailblazers Thunder, 226 over/under. Thunder being a 7.5-point favorite. And then we've got 218.5 over/under for the Lakers Rockets. The Lakers somehow, I don't know how they're ever favored any day. They're favored by 5.5. So this is definitely something to monitor. A lot of close games. We do have a potential blowout for Trailblazers, or Thunder and the Celtics. So if you're getting those players in, obviously you're gonna have to target the correct players. And we're going to try to help you out with that. So at the end of this video, we're going to go over the top 10 players of the entire day through 2,000 simulations. And then after, towards the lineup locks, that's when we have the 10,000 simulations. And that's when we build that through. And that's where, if you've been with us for MLB, we do simulation. I mean, everyone does simulations now, but our simulations have been pretty damn good. And I've heard a lot of good things about it. So I'm very excited. So, that being said, let's jump into the article real quick. So, anytime there's at least 5 games, we're going to have 3 top, 3 mid, and 3 value picks at each position. And that's what we're going to do today. So, there are some questionable tags. And value will open up throughout the day once, news comes out that, Anthony Davis is out today. So maybe that bumps up a center position. Maybe that will bump up a little bit of LeBron if he's in, because Davis is out. So there are going to be players that are in or out today. So we'll give you the initial here, but if you want to see the rest, go check out FTA Plus. So looking at point guard, we got Luka here at 55 fantasy points. It's my favorite play of the day. That's why he's the player or picture of this video in the article. Just like yesterday, Giannis was our favorite player and absolutely came through for us. Dominant. I think he had 75 fantasy points on DraftKings. And so these projections are basically floor projections. We're not projecting 75 plus. We're not projecting triple-double, double-double, stuff like that. These are safe floor projections as long as, they play the minutes, which we're getting into the thick where we can kind of feel, we got about a month worth of data that you can feel the DVP, you can feel the minutes played, you can feel the rotation, the usage, you can feel it all. So it's kind of what we're looking at here. So, and with these projections, I forgot to mention, if you've never been here before, if you're playing cash games, you're looking for about 6 times value. So if Luka is 10,000, he's not. He's over that. But just as a baseline, if Luka is 10,000, he's got to get at least 60 for cash and 7 times value. So he's got to get at least 70 for tournaments. And you kind of have to, that's how you have to monitor your players in your lineup. That's how you have to build around. You have to see how often they get those when you build around it. So this week we're going to implement a new tool, part of the Bacon Station. We're going to have usage in there. We're going to have, I wanted to get about a month's worth of data, but we're going to have how many times they've hit 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times value. And you can kind of follow a chart like that. So that is just another reason to check out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. Again, unlike these other bigger name websites that I won't name, it's only me doing it. So a lot of this takes a lot of time. I have a family and I have a full-time job. So luckily I can work from home. So back in the day when it was just me and I had to go in the office, it was hard. But it's just me. And if you guys show some love, hit the like button. It's very simple. That helps a lot. So that being said, let's jump back into it. So we've got SGA at 50 fantasy points. We got Devin Booker at 46. A couple of our mid-tier picks here at point guard. D'Angelo Russell at 34. Skylar Mays 32. Bradley Beal 32. Value plays, Jacob Gilyard at 23. Colin Sexton 22. And Jared Goodwin at 19. Now again, these value plays could go up and down. They can switch it up throughout the day. So that is definitely something to pay attention to. Also, this article will be down in the description. If you want to see it more, click it. Or if you just want to help us out with views, click it as well. Every little bit helps. Clicking on the ads in the YouTube videos, the ads in the articles, all of this helps us. It is very, I don't take it for granted when you do it. Ways to support the channel, clicking on ads, signing up for FTA Plus. We've had people send us donations or tips, whatever you want to call it. If you want to send a donation or tip, you can always email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com, and I can give you the information. Just YouTube, apparently when you send a YouTube super thanks, YouTube takes like 50% of that. So if you don't want to do it that way, I completely understand. But any little bit helps, guys. So that being said, done with promotion, let's get going. So we look at the shooting guard. Got Kyrie Irving at 42, Desmond Bane 41, Malcolm Brogdon 38. Mid-tier picks for shooting guard. You got Josh Giddey at 35, Jordan Clarkson 34, and Shaden Sharp at 34. And then our value picks, Luke Kennard 24, Cam Reddish 23, and Talon Horton-Tucker at 22 fantasy points. Moving on to small forward, we got Jason Tatum at 47. We got LeBron James. He's questionable right now. We'll see if he plays. We got him at 46. Then we got Lauri Markkanen at 39. Mid-tier picks, Austin Reeves 28, Tim Hardaway Jr. 28, Lou Dort 26. And then our value plays so far, we've got Derek Jones Jr. at 25, Grayson Allen 25, and Dylan Brooks at 23. Power forward, top picks. We've got Kevin Durant at 48, Jaren Jackson Jr. 37, Kristaps Porzingis at 36. Mid-tier, Keegan Murray at 29, Jabari Smith Jr. 25, Al Horford 24. And then your value picks here, Ryo Hachimura at 22, Harrison Barnes at 22, and Josh Green at 21. Then we move to the center position. We've got Sabonis here at 49. Wouldn't be surprised if he breaks that 50 burger mark. We got Anthony Davis, who is questionable right now. Definitely something to pay attention to at 46. And we've got Alperen Sengun at 38. Mid-tier here, Chet Holmgren at 35, DeAndre Ayton 31, and Yusuf Nurkic at 31. And then your value picks, Walker Kessler at 27, Xavier Tillman 26, and Kelly Olynyk at 25. So those are just some of the projections. We've got every single player on this slate in the other part. So we'll show you real quick. So NBA. So we've got NBA DFS minutes played. So we'll go over this, and then we'll go over the simulations that we have. And then we'll look at building part of a little bit of lineup. But so we've got, these will be all updated. So if you go through, it's every single team. It's every minute played for the last 3, 5, 10 average. And then they're actually last 5 games. So you go through there. We've got that there. We've got the fantasy points allowed by position, which is right here, which is very easy. We kind of didn't want to use it to start the season, but now we've got a lot of data to go off of. So if you just go through and you're trying to build, you want to go DVP, go here. You can see Memphis Grizzlies give up. They're tied with the Spurs, giving up an average of 57.1 fantasy points per game. So that would be the Grizzlies. That would be Boston. Go point guard. So is it Drew Holiday? Game logs. He's there. Derek White would be a cheaper option. He's there. Peyton Pritchard, probably not minutes-wise. Well, he's getting minutes. He's there, but not getting the value. So you can build off that. That's DraftKings. You can do FanDuel down here. We've got that going on. Then we've got our Vegas odds, which we already went over. Our top plays. So these are plays, DraftKings and FanDuel, plays that involve DVP, top plays. So as you can look, these are DraftKings, but these are yesterday. These aren't updated. So we used Gilliard yesterday. He was cheap. The opposing team per 48 minutes, they're giving up 61.97 to the point guard. 30 DVP was his rank. So if you look at Gilliard here, overall, he was one of the top plays. He only got 5 fantasy points, 4,800. So now it's not and he only played 12 minutes of, he was averaging more minutes than that. So this is definitely something, while it could be good on paper, you got to see the minutes played. You got to see the rotations. NBA is a little bit tricky with that. So don't follow this to a T, but we're just giving you options here. DVP fantasy points per 48, and then DVP rank. And then same with FanDuel, and then implied team total would be players like Antetokounmpo. Their implied team total is 123.75. He went off for 75.75 fantasy points yesterday. So he was 11,000. So unlike Luka, who's like 12 plus, you can kind of build through. So just another tool. Don't just go off of it. Then we've got our player projections. Now, this is what I was talking about. So these are all the player projections. Everyone that's on this slate, this will be updated probably by the time you watch this. Go through here, and this will be updated. It's not showing at the moment, but that'll be updated all the way through for today. I forgot. I haven't. This is for today, but I have not updated it yet. We've got our chalk, so our chalkboard consists of, if you have players and you play cash, it'll show all the players here, the percentages and stuff like that. So kind of what you're looking at, and to go through there, and you can see the players, whoever's owned the most, that would probably be who you want to focus on for cash. For tournaments, you kind of want to maybe go down here and see like a Damian Lillard 10.4, stuff like that. For tournaments, you get a little bit of exposure on the field and go that way. Then we've got our cheat sheet, which you can check out. Now, none of these are updated for today, obviously. So we've got our cheat sheet. We've got our leverage plays. If you play tiers, We've got our tiers cheat sheet here, main slate lineups, DraftKings lineups, and boomstick shots. So these are players we think are going to hit 7 times value. Obviously, Gilliard did not. That happens. So these are just tools that you can use on top of everything else. So that being said, I did say we'd go over the top 10 players at each position, or top 10 players through 2,000 simulations. So looking at this, and this is as of now. These include all games throughout the day, not just the main slate. So, and these consist of projecting out, simulating out the players, their minutes that are projected out, their fantasy points per minute, their value consistency, like I said, how many times they fit 5 times value, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, stuff like that. Points consistency, so how many times they've hit 70 fantasy points, pretty much up from usually about every 10. So from 20 to 70, how many times they've hit those fantasy points. So just looking at this, here's our top 10 players so far through 2,000 simulations. We'll update throughout the day to 10,000. So we've got Nikola Jokic at the top. He's not on this main slate. We've got Doncic. We've got Luka here at number 2. Number 3 is Joel Embiid. Number 4 is Tyrese Halliburton. 5 is SGA. 6 is Jason Tatum. 7 is Sabonis. 8, Kevin Durant. 9, Devin Booker. And number 10 is Anthony Davis. So these will update throughout the day. And these are how we build out our cheat sheet. These are how we build out our core players and stuff like that. So that being said, you kind of, and some people like this, some people don't. If you want to go through, we're going to just build a little bit of core lineup. So looking at this, Memphis Grizzlies, that would be Boston. Point guard Boston, I'm looking at probably, most people are going to go Drew Holiday. I'm going to go Derek White here. I'm going to look at him. He's a little bit cheaper, so he can hit value a little bit more. Basically averaging 5 times value. Again, we need 6 or more, but I like Derek White's spot there. So we look at shooting guard. Portland, Oklahoma City, San Antonio. Portland, Oklahoma City, San Antonio. So you could look between Oakland and or OKC and Portland. Excuse me. We can see that. So Josh Giddey would make a good spot. He's in a great spot here. The problem is the minutes are not. Would love to obviously see 35 plus minutes. I think he would get value if he hit so when he played 32, he got 40. When he played 30, he got 35, 32, 32. So I don't know why the minutes aren't there. But at 7,400, I don't know if I can trust him. We look at Shaden Sharp here. He's $100 less. The minutes wise, he's playing 38, 27, 40. Like he's playing 40 plus minutes. I would look at Shaden Sharp there. That's kind of where my thought process is. We move to power forward. Or hold on. No, move to small forward. So if we go to small forward, we just look, and this is not the only way to do it. So this is one way to do it. Another way would be look at the over-unders, look at the implied team totals, and then kind of build your lineups around them because you can see where Vegas thinks the numbers are going to be high and then where you could go from there. So you see Utah, Washington, Milwaukee, top 3. Utah, Washington, Milwaukee. Utah's playing, so Phoenix. It would be Phoenix, Washington, and Milwaukee. So Phoenix is the one that they give up the most amount. Or Utah gives up the most amount. So that we would look at Phoenix there for small forward. So Grayson Allen, game logs, 30 minutes. Basically averaging right around 30 minutes. He's not getting the value here, but he's 5,200. He allows you to pay up at other positions. And we're still getting ready to average about 6,300. So not too bad. Then we go to power forward. We look at power forward here, all games. So the one, Atlanta, Charlotte, Chicago, 76ers. Atlanta, Charlotte, Chicago, Philly. None are there. Phoenix, Memphis, and Sacramento. So Phoenix, so it would be Utah, Boston, what was the other one? Sacramento, Dallas. So then we could look at power forwards here, and we could look at the ones that have the best option here. So Phoenix gives up the most. Lauri Markkanen, he's 8,300. He's averaging 41.1. Game log 40. He's averaging those minutes there. The fantasy points have been there at 8,300. I'm locking him in. So you still average about 5,800. And then we just look at the center position. So Pacers, Portland, Washington. Portland's on here, right? So OKC center. So Chet Holmgren, he's in a good spot. Splits-wise, has not faced Portland this year. He's played 13 games, averaging 30 minutes a game, which is good. The field goals made, so he's playing on the road here. So as you can see, he's made 37 of 67 on the road. Whether or not that has anything to do with it, we'll see. He's averaging more points per game on the road, more fantasy points per game on the road. So whatever reason, that's what he's doing. He's coming off a 64.5 burger against Golden State yesterday. So again, this is another thing. It is a back-to-back. So this is a second leg of a back-to-back. Whether or not, if we can kind of see, let's just see on back-to-backs. 26 minutes, first game, 24 minutes, second game. Really, this will be the second time all year that he's played back-to-back. So you could see Chet Holmgren here. We could put him for center position against Portland, Washington, Dallas. We go Sacramento. So Sabonis here. But again, look at this. So he is averaging 51, but he's 10,000. He's very expensive. I think I want to take a little bit of exposure. I think I'm going to go with Holmgren here instead. So that's just kind of a start how to build a lineup. Not saying this is a lineup I'm going to use, but if you want to see, we could just, this might be a lineup that we use for tournaments. We'll see. But let's just look at guards. So guards, if you want to go with rank, you go Giddey, but he's expensive. We did use Isaiah Joe yesterday. 24.5. Did pretty good at 27 minutes. So he's getting the minutes here. The problem is he going to get back-to-back minutes? So splits-wise, he has not faced Portland this year. He's, on the road as well. He is averaging more on the road. That is a cheap option. You could throw him in there. That's kind of what you'd look at. Yeah, Aaron Wiggins at 3,100, not doing much. You've got, and this is just this is not how I'm doing it completely. You got Harrison Barnes, splits-wise, has not faced Dallas this year. He's playing some minutes when he plays. So if he's in there, his fantasy points have not been there. He's at 4,600. It could be, we could be looking at this. So we look at Sacramento. What is Dallas giving up to the small forward or power forward? Dallas giving up an average of 45.7 and 48.6. So they're not that good against them. So Harrison Barnes could be a cheaper option. And then that opens up 6,500 for utility. So we just look at utility here. And again, you don't have to use all of the salary. But that brings us to Nurkic, who was in one of our top plays. We got Jalen Green. We've got John Collins. So if you look at John Collins, game log 40, 39, 29, 26. He's playing 30-plus minutes. If we look at Nurkic, game log 20, he's not playing a ton of minutes. He is more expensive. He's not playing a ton of minutes. He's only $100 more, but the minutes just aren't there. You got Keegan Murray against Dallas. Hasn't played him this year. He's playing the minutes here. The fantasy points haven't been there the past couple of games. So if we look at Dallas against the power forward. So if we go through here and we look at Dallas versus power forward, Dallas has given up an average of 48.6 fantasy points to 23. So 48.6, he is 6,100. That would hit value. And that's more than his fantasy points per game. I'm going to lock Keegan Murray in there. So this is just one lineup. There's just other ways. If you don't feel comfortable with Derek White, so Derek White's 6,000, and we have 6,400, so we couldn't go up to Drew Holiday. So Derek White's in there. I mean, you could finagle it if you want to go with Holiday instead. But this is just a tournament lineup. I mainly play just tournament. I don't really play cash. But yeah, so this is just inside of my mind how we build around. If you have questions, let us know. I do have a Thanksgiving today, but I should have my phone around. If I do see questions, I will try to answer them for you. If you have questions, comments, concerns, get those down below. If you have any thoughts, let us know. Let's get 50 likes on this video. I know we can. If you guys are interested, I will be teasing out the Black Friday deal. It will go live on Wednesday. So you're going to want to stick around. It's going to be pretty awesome. So that being said, any questions, let us know. I will answer them. If you don't feel comfortable putting them on YouTube, I completely understand. You can always email me. The email is dfshelp1@gmail.com. That's dfshelp, the number 1, @gmail.com. Or you can hit us up on Twitter/X @advisors_team. That's what I've got in this video, everyone. Good luck on this slate. Good luck with NFL today. Let's bring home some bacon. Peace.